Co-Parenting with Narcissist 101. Thank you for joining me. Haven't subscribed? Please do. Guys, this topic is three things that you shouldn't bother with while you're co-parenting with a co-parenting narcissist. Three things that you should not bother with while you're co-parenting with a co-parenting narcissist. And this is because you hopefully understand by now that you can't teach them to value the kids. You can't teach them to care about the kids. You can't teach them how important it is to be good examples or teachers for the children. So with this understanding, you realize there's certain things that you don't bother going to negotiation, argument, discussion, or whatever it is when it comes to the children. One of them, guys, is obviously any kind of need, medical need, basic necessity need, clothing, food. You do not go into discussion, because for me, and this is, dealing with this person from when my kids are little to now they're much, much older, that you have kids with somebody that doesn't exist. These people don't exist, and they don't care about any kind of a solution or suggestion to anything. So if there's anything that a child needs, whether it's food, whether it's medical attention, I mean, I've seen here where I sneak in water to my kids because he doesn't provide water for them to clean water for them to drink. So all the stuff that a child needs, you should not go into any kind of discussion with the co-parenting about it. You just provide it, whether you're receiving child support, you're paying child support. Some of them you probably don't have money to do it. Some of them you end up paying like installment to certain things, but that needs to happen because you have to remember that the person you had kids with doesn't exist. This person does not care, and you can't teach them to value the child. So if you're thinking, okay, I'll let you do it, I'll wait for you to do it, they don't care for what the outcome of what happens to the child, because for them to do that, they actually have to, value the child or care about the child to begin with. Number two, guys, is filling in the gaps for them, filling in the blanks for them. When they, at the end of the day, they're looking to blame you. In a normal, healthy co-parenting situation, if let's say, for example, you say, "Oh, I want to we're taking the kids to the zoo or something on Thursday," and then come Thursday, something happened, and then you call your co-parent, your partner, "Hey, could you please help me? I promised I was going to take the kids to the zoo. Could you help me take them?" In a normal, healthy relationship, co-parenting relationship, that person will say, "Okay, I'll take the kids." But with the co-parenting narcissist, that's not how this normally plays out. Because at the end of the day, they have just more of talking than no action. So when they do promise the kids, "Oh, I'm going to take you to the zoo," you already know that that's not going to happen, because most of the time they are focused on how am I going to blame you for not being able to take the kids to the zoo this Thursday, even though I know when I was saying this, taking the kids to the zoo on Thursday, that I wasn't going to do it. So they are more focused on trying to throw you under the bus for that reason. So in this situation, and this is based on experience with my children, is that if they say they're taking the kids to the zoo on Thursday, like I mentioned in a couple of my videos, you always have to have a backup plan. If you're something you need to entertain the kids that day, have a backup plan, because obviously they're going to fail. But usually for me, and this is why I do this, my backup plan is not going to be the zoo. It probably be something else. We might go to the zoo maybe some other time that week. But what I'm trying to establish here is that so that the kids will actually see that this person did not come through for this trip to the zoo on Thursday. Not me filling in for that Thursday and taking them to the zoo, and then they don't remember exactly what happened. Because I said this because in the beginning, this kind of like what happened with the children, with my kids. So if they promise the zoo, I make a plan for the zoo, I will make another plan for something else, just in case that didn't work out. So that day, if they don't go to the zoo, most of the time they don't show up to do what they said they're going to do, the kids will go swimming, or they go to the park, something else. But yes, I'll always have a backup plan, and it's not going to be me filling in or covering for them for that zoo, because I want the children to remember, because that's the only way they know with these people that the actions don't line up with their words, is that they didn't go to the zoo that day. The third one, guys, is trying to convince them to show up for the kids. Show up for them. That's like a school invite or teacher conference or stuff that the normal parent is on top of. Stuff that the parent is on top of. The most I can tell you is, if you're the one that have the children, like my case, most of the time I do have the kids. He has visitation time. Is that I sign him up for emails to receive the grade report, or book exam report, test report, or announcement of anything. So he gets everything that I get. Now it's up to him to make plans whether he wants to show up for them or not, which he has never done. never done. Rather, he will find ways to, like I said, the normal thing, blame you for them not showing up. So I am not going to be the one, you shouldn't waste your time discussing how you're going to convince them to come, or make sure you show up for Kate. Kate is having this contest going on, or going this competition going on. No, because he already knows Kate is having that on Wednesday. That's what the parents do. So you're not going to waste time trying to convince the covert narcissist to, oh yeah, you need to show up for this. They get the email. That's what I'm saying. Like, you should make sure that they do have all these things ahead of time. They had information available to them ahead of time. Now, whether they choose to do that or not, that's them. So that's something that you don't bother wasting your time while cooperating to a narcissist, is to trying to teach them to be parents when they already know the information is there. If they cared enough, which we know they don't care, they will do what they need to do. All right, guys, get a hold of your mind, and everything's will fall into place. Please like and